Hi, everybody. I just wanted to make a quick video just to give you an idea about, just to talk a little bit about AI tools, which I do not want you to use in this class. I want to explain a little bit why and kind of help you get a sense of my philosophy here. So first, I want to reassure the students that I have targeted about and asked to take an oral exam so that I can do further testing. So I want to be very clear. I'm not accusing you. I just got the sense from reading your writing that it didn't look like something natural. Sorry if that sounds like an insult. Um, and I just need to get a feel of, I need to have a conversation with you, get a feel of where you are in the class. I want to make sure that you're the one doing the work and not something else. So it's just a conversation and you know, making sure that you do know the material. So I want to talk about two tools that you guys are using. The first one is Grammarly. And then I want to talk about AI generated notes or YouTube transcripts. And then, of course, yeah, so these are the two main ones I want to address here. So I want to start with Grammarly. So yeah, Grammarly does a great job at fixing your spelling, your grammar, whatever. But the problem with Grammarly is that it also erases your unique style of writing. So I actually enjoy reading imperfect papers because they're quirky. They're sometimes the syntax is interesting, sometimes the spelling is interesting. And even though sometimes it's not completely accurate, it's also much more interesting because I sense that I'm able to connect more with you as a person, as a human being. So, and this class is all about this. It's all about encountering each other. So, as it's correcting you, it's also erasing you. It's erasing your unique style, your unique voice, and your humanity, to be honest. So, I really, I would rather you not use it because I can't connect with you because it's such a sanitized version of yourself that that I really can't get to who you truly are. It erases you. The second reason is that Grammarly doesn't resolve the problem. It actually perpetuates it. Rather than you becoming a better writer, Grammarly keeps you kind of like a child. It just keeps on being your parent, correcting you, rather than you growing into a better writer. So it's actually better that you better yourself rather than use this tool. And there are two ways you can better yourselves if you want to write better. The first one, rather than falling back on these crutches and these tools, one of the things that will really help you spell better, write with better syntax, develop your own voice, your own style, because it's not about writing correctly. It's about writing in a way that's interesting, that expresses you, is to read more. Read more. Read and try to read good quality things like well-written novels, well-written articles, newspaper articles, and so forth. As you read more, you will actually fix the grammar and fix the spelling. It will get fixed by itself. So I would really encourage you better yourselves rather than use this crutch. Another thing that you can do to better writing is write more and write fearlessly. Don't be afraid that you might sound bad or that you might be making mistakes, because what you don't realize is that actually your imperfect voice is much more interesting than your perfect, sanitized, manicured version of yourselves. The fact that there is, differences in, I this is something that people often don't realize. Really good writers don't fit into the boxes of this, perfect writing. Really good writers, amazing writers, usually break with these norms. That's what makes them interesting. So I don't want you to fit within this mold. I want you to continue to break the norms in your writing because that is your unique expression, and it's also what makes you interesting as a writer. So no, write as you write. Don't try to fix it. Don't become insecure about your writing and think, oh, I have to fix it all the time. No, on the contrary, it's better that you write more, read more, because naturally your writing will get better without you losing your own unique voice. So that's why I would encourage you in this class. Obviously, don't use Grammarly, but don't use it anymore. You don't need it. It erases you, and it doesn't foster your own growth and maturity as a writer. Okay, talking now about AI generated notes, YouTube transcripts. A number of you are also using these. So again, don't do it for this class. Here's why. So it's true that using the transcript is going to help you get all the information for the test, but the goal is not the test. The goal is you. The goal is you moving through the class, journeying through these texts, through these lectures, and becoming and transforming as a person, becoming a better lover, becoming a wiser lover. So if you skip all of these encounters, all of these moments of encounter, whether it's reading the text, journaling about it, all of this yourself, listening to the lectures, making the effort to assimilate by taking your own notes, then writing the test in your own words. These are all steps for you to begin to assimilate. And this assimilation is what is going to enable the transformation. So this is not about assimilating information or learning concepts by heart. This is about you as you are repeatedly in contact with the material. You are changing. You're becoming a different person. Something in you is shifting. That's my goal, not a good test. I don't need a good test. I need you to change. I need you to transform. I need you to grow, to mature, to become wiser, to love well, to learn to love, to become a better lover, not to just know what it takes. But so if you skip all of these steps that are part of the class assignments and make AI do them for you, the class is bypassing you. It's going from you're not experiencing the transformation that you could be experiencing. So my goal is not for you to get an A. I prefer somebody gets a B or a C and has shifted inside. Even their tests are imperfect, doesn't have all the information, but I can sense that you're shifting, you're changing. That's what I want. The grade is not what I respect here. What I respect is your inner, is me sensing that you are moving, that you're journeying, that you're transforming. All in all, just to conclude, I want this class to be a mutual encounter, right? It's already hard enough that we're online and we never see each other, right? So let's not make it harder by having this ocean of bots doing the exams and so forth. So first of all, I want to encounter you. I want to know you. I want to receive the raw, uncut, unfiltered, unmanicured, unsanitized version of you, because that is the you that is interesting. That's the you that's quirky. That's the you that's human. I'm nourished from that encounter. So I don't want this sanitized version of you. And nobody wants it, right? What the world needs is not this sanitized, perfect you. The world needs you, the raw, imperfect you, because that is the you that is going to be life-giving, that is going to be interesting, that is going to be truly creative. So that's the first. I want to encounter you, and I can't encounter you if you have sanitized yourselves, right? So the first thing is I also want you to encounter not just me, but these authors, right? It's not about learning by heart words. It's about encountering people, these great sages, these men and women who have themselves struggled with love and wrestled with it, and then were able to bring forth this wisdom for us. So I want you, I'm just a channel, right? I want you to encounter them. I want this class to be as though you were living with them for a few days, sitting at their kitchen table, listening to them speak, wrestling with what they're telling you, bringing to them your problems, right? Your crisis. So this is about encountering these authors. You can't encounter them if someone else is assimilating the material for you, digesting the material for you. No, the encounter takes place through time. You need to spend time. You need to be present, to show up, to read the text, to journal on the text, to listen to the lecture and assimilate it, try to take with you some of these elements, and then to be able to write about it. So I want you to encounter these authors. I don't want someone else to be doing the encountering for you. So that's the idea, because encounter, what we don't realize is that human to human encounter, not mediated by bots, not mediated by machines, is what is life-giving, right? We can't grow as human beings and become better, deeper versions of ourselves without encounter, right? We can't grow by ourselves. We're meant to encounter each other, and through the encounter, to deepen our humanity, to become more wise and more loving. So there's no possible growth without human encounter, unmediated human encounter, right? And my goal is not that you succeed in college and get a degree. My goal is that you have these encounters which will help you grow as a person, mature as a person, become a better lover, become a wiser lover. So that's what I'm getting at, and what I hope you guys will just let's do this. Right, let's set aside all these tools. We don't need these tools. These tools are smothering us. They're blocking us from encountering each other. They're stifling your own voice and your own creativity and your confidence as a writer and a thinker. You don't need them. I want you to realize how beautiful your imperfections are when it comes to writing and thinking. It is it's so much more interesting for me to encounter the imperfect you. I find it so much more beautiful than this polished, refined, perfected version of yourself. I want to encounter you as you are, in your imperfect beauty. I want to hear your unique voice. And that is as I want also for you to be able to hear these other voices also. All right. I hope this helps clarify. Um, and moving forward, I look forward to reading you and not something else. Thank you very much.